Like this chapter right here, I really enjoyed specifically because them coming full circle with Yuji's old classmates from chapter one that got him into the occult club. Like I didn't think we would ever see them again. Like the fact that they're really showing up right here, and you have Kenjaku entering their dreams. Not necessarily their dreams, because he calls it the cursed realm, which is the world between dreams and reality. And like he sits down with the girl who was in the occult club with Yuji and is like, yo, like you got a one-time chance to really leave. Like if you want to, like I could really guide you here, guide you out this motherfucker. And like before she wakes up, she's really sleepwalking, and like Kenjaku is just dragging her like um sleepwalking. Meanwhile, there's a whole bunch of like curses just like in the background while she's sleepwalking, just like being menaces, eating people, like going crazy in the district. And realistically, you know how fucked up it is. The one thing about this chapter is she lives not too far from the center of one of those barriers. Like,
Man, listen. Also, we gonna just skip over the fact that this nigga just thank you for getting along with my son.
yeah, that really confirms like the dream that Yuji had at the beginning of, well, is it the, I want to call it the beginning of the little fight club intermission type thing. What
Man,
after he got his ass beat by Yuta, he had the little dream with his dad and his granddad taking care of him, and then you see like the stitches on his
yeah,
mom's head. So like the fact that we have that little moment right there, with her, well, with her and Kenjaku in the dream, it's like, oh, so that really does confirm it. So really, what the fuck is Yuji?
fuck, man, I don't know. You see, man, once again, man, this is listen, JJK, they are able to keep their foot on the gas and just tell just a great story.
And here's the thing. Here's the best part that I think about it. You know how like JJK is kind of, it's inspired by Bleach in a way. And the one thing I kind of do appreciate is that like we kind of get a backstory for like Ichigo, and like we see like what happened to his mom or whatever like that in the beginning. But with Yuji, we really don't see like a backstory for him for real, for real. Like we just know like, okay, he lived with his grandfather and his grandfather died and passed away and all that stuff from the beginning. But we don't ever really get to dive into what happened to Yuji before he got to high school. Like we don't never touch on that. We got everybody else. We got like the fantasies of like Toto. We get the Zenin clan backstory. We get Gojo's past in a way. Like we get the past for like a lot of these other characters, but we never really touched on Yuji up until that chapter where we kind of see his grandfather, his father, and Kenjaku. Like that's one of the most interesting things I appreciate. So I think we're with JJK intelligently like saying, okay, we have this main character, but let's not really focus on the main character. I think the fact that we're getting into some of Yuji's backstory now is a cool thing to see.